Okay, here's a super quick video showing how to use Sketchpad from sketch.io, a free online vector graphics editor, to create a creative artistic graphic. I can do something pretty wild and just kind of walk through what I'm doing as I do it to give you an idea of the different things that Sketchpad's capable of. This is going to be an example of a t-shirt design for a pizza parlor called Blondies Pizza. It's a fun place in Berkeley. All right. When you start up Sketchpad, there'll be an ad down at the bottom for the Pro or Premium version. Just close that. You don't need it. All right. I'm going to start a new graphic, give it a transparent background, and you can specify specific sizes by pixels or inches or things like that, but Sketchpad has a lot of built-in sizes, and we're creating a t-shirt, so we will do, believe it or not, a t-shirt size. We have our gray and white checkerboard pattern, which we know from doing graphics editing means that there's no color on my canvas. That is our visual cue that it's transparent. Okay. Over on the top left is our toolbar. When we're doing our design, the ones we're going to use most are pencil, star, clip art, and text. Okay. Now these actually will change names, but pencil, which is the default tool that it starts out with, has drawing and painting tools. So things like a pen, paintbrush, a calligraphy brush, stamps, some wild ones like spirograph and web and fur. If you're interested in those, here's an example of what spirograph does. Okay, so if you ever had a spirograph toy that you played with, it does something along those lines. Okay, that's what that tool does. Star is basically geometric shapes, okay? Spirals, which again, each tool has different options that can be changed with that little styles button, okay? They can also be changed as you're creating and selecting the tools. So if I'm doing a star, I can right here before I start change it to a red star with a blue outline, and I can change the outline width and the number of sides on the star and so on and so forth. Okay, I don't want those on my pizza graphic. Okay, so I'm back to my blank canvas. Clip art, there's tons of clip art. I'm going to use clip art for my pizza slices on my t-shirt. So I'm just going to search on pizza, and lo and behold, I've got all sorts of little slices of pizza and even some actual pies there. And I like this one. I'm going to select it and draw a nice big slice of pizza. And let's do another one. And another one. All right. That one's maybe too big, so I'll resize it here. We can rotate it to a different angle. If we wanted our pizza going in the other direction, we can grab onto the side and swap it over to the other direction. I want mine going that way. Oops. All right. All right, if I ever need to select any graphic element on my canvas that I've already drawn, I can just use the select tool and change it. Do I have any options available? No, I can change whether it's transparent or opaque, but that's about it. All right, so that's pretty good. I like that. Maybe one more slice in there. Go back to clip art. It's still on my slice of pizza. I think it looks a little bare right in there. Alright, now I can go to my layers tool and rearrange which slices on top or the bottom. And just play with that until I get it the way I want it. I kind of want that one to be on top. So let's see, that's this layer. I'll move it all the way to the top. There we go, that looks better. Now, if I need to resize or move all of the pieces at the same time, go to the select tool and draw a box around all the little graphic elements on my canvas that I want selected. And I can resize them all at the same time. I can turn them all to the different other direction at the same time. I can move them around the canvas. In fact, I do want to move these down a bit because I want to write some words at the top. All right. So the slogan for Blondie's Pizza is "Make Pizza, Not War." So I'm going to choose a nice, wild, Berkeley style font. Let's do Mystery Quest. I don't want it to be black. I'm going to fill it with a linear gradient pattern, which is really, hope, going to be cool. And give it a nice fat outline that's black. We'll choose the color black. And it's already 1 pixel right now. I'm going to change it up to, yeah, somewhere 6 or 7 pixels. And I can play with the others later if I want to. All right, make pizza, not war. And I'm going to resize it. Ooh, yeah, I like it like that. And I like it on top of the pizza slices, just covering them a little bit. I think that's a nice little effect. And that's pretty good. I could stretch it bigger, smaller, but yeah, I like it. Let's maybe something like that. Now this little guy right here it's not really on my canvas, you can tell, because as I scroll it just stays in place. It's some sort of little glitch in my web browser window there. All right, and I want to put the name of the pizza parlor down here at the bottom. Let's make the fill a little bit different. Let's do, what do we have under patterns? Maybe that one. And we'll do bold because we want it to stand out more. Let's see what that looks like. Blondies Pizza. And then I want this to be smaller, so I'm going to create a separate text box for it. Berkeley, California. It is an advertisement after all, so we should make sure everybody knows where we're from, where the pizza parlor is, so they can come get a slice whenever they're in town. And put that right around there. And then get Berkeley kind of centered down in there. And perfect. All right, make pizza not war. Oh, look what happened though. My graphic, my text art up here changed. I didn't want that to change. So let's see if I can make that one different. We'll change the style here back to my kind of rainbow pattern. Let's see, did that work? There we go. We have make pizza not war in a rainbow gradient at the top, and then Blondies Pizza, Berkeley, California, down at the bottom. I can zoom out so I can see the whole canvas. Cool. So I'm ready to save it. All right. You'll be working on a Chromebook. I'm doing this video on a Windows computer. Process will be really similar, but not quite exactly the same. Always make sure before you stop working on your graphic, whether you're done or not, to save your work. And you do that with the little disk button here called Export, and do download.sketchpad. Okay, that is the native editing format that the Sketchpad app uses. And this is backing up, saving your graphics work, and you can load it up later and keep working on it. So we'll download that. It's called drawing10.sketchpad. And now we can close this window. Okay, I'm going to go to my downloads folder and get that backed up. All right, it's here in my downloads folder. I want it in my Google Drive, and so do you. So if you're on your Chromebook, just like taking a picture with the camera on your Chromebook saves it to the Chromebook device, when you download something from the web using your Chromebook, it may also save it to the device, not to your cloud. So you always need to make sure that you back that file up into your cloud. So the way I can do that is right click, do copy, and then my Google Drive is right here. I'll go into my drive. I will create a new folder just for this assignment. It's always good to keep things really well organized. Call it Blondies t-shirt. Open it up, right click, and paste my file into it. Okay, now if I ever want to keep working on it, or I need to maybe export it to a PNG to turn it in or put it on the web or something like that, I'll start up my Sketchpad, and I can open it back up by clicking on the open folder inside of Sketchpad, and then opening that window and just dragging and dropping it right in there. And just wait a moment, and there it is. Double click it, and I'm back working on my graphic. Now let's zoom out just to see it all. That's it. If I need to turn it in as a PNG or export it to a JPEG or a PNG to use on the web or actually in my t-shirt maker, I would click on the export save disk icon again, and then instead download it as a JPEG or a PNG or a PDF or a vector graphics SVG file or whatever the case I need. All right, so I'll just do PNG because that's what we use most often. And now I have a PNG, a graphic that I can view on my computer. Okay, so have lots of fun with Sketchpad and explore and do something really creative with it.